Hey guys, EpicMan14111 here again, and for now I'm going to do my Buster Blader deck profile, which adds a little twist. Like I said, I was probably gonna. I added Dark Magician. I actually got this idea from a YouTuber I watched. Forget their name. But anyway, I got this idea from them. They made a Buster Blader deck mixed in with couple Dark Magician cards, monsters that is. So let's just get this started off. I run three, or you can't have a Buster Blader without three Buster Bladers. I chose three, and I could have edited it a little bit, but I decided that why not just keep three Buster Bladers instead of two Buster Bladers and two of the new guy. However, still run two Buster Blader, the Dragon Destruction Swordsman, or Swordsmaster. Two of him. Three Buster Whelp of the Destruction Swordsman, of the Dragon Destruction Swordsman. This is pretty much your tuner you're going to be needing for Buster Dragon, which this deck does run. Then three Dragon Buster Destruction Swords, only because level 1 tuners and added abilities to your Buster Blader Fusion or Buster Blader in general. Then this deck runs one Wizard Buster Destruction Sword and one Robot Destruction Sword, which is going to be in the mail. Then this deck runs two Dark Magicians. I chose the movie pack one and one from the Sliferton. Original artwork, but shiny. Then two Magician of Dark Illusion. Only because you are going to be using spells and traps during your opponent's turn. And you also could use it for cards like your Seven Swords of 7 stars. Sacred Swords of 7 stars. Because it banishes it sadly, but you get two cards. You could also use it for other things. Okay. Now onto spells. I only have one, but some of the stuff is going to be in the mail. I run two Destruction Swordsman fusions, as well as I'm going to be running two Karma of the Destruction Swordsman. It was two Twin Twisters, but I'm filling in for one with the Mystical Space Typhoon. But Twin Twister pretty much an MST. But when I get a second Twin Twister, it's going to be another Twin Twister. Two Cards of Consonance for ditching your level 1s if you don't have it. Say you don't have a good hand, you need new cards, so you want to try and test your luck with two extra cards. I myself don't really know how Buster Blader decks work with discarding the Buster Whelps, but hey, I decided to give it a try because Buster Blader was always one of my favorite. Along with Dark Magician, I loved the Dark Paladin, which is actually in this deck. Two Hand Destructions to mess with your opponent, and also if you don't have a good hand. Two Sacred Sword of 7 stars. Pretty much draw power. That's what this deck is also for, is draw power. One for one to get your Buster Whelp or your other Whelps, but mostly Buster Whelp. 1 Day of Peace, one of it, so your opponent can't hurt you during that time. Finally found this because I knew I had one or two somewhere, but I was looking for Dogma and them after I ordered some online, but I didn't find them anyway. But that's one Upstart Goblin. Because several decks, like my Dark Magician Girl deck and this deck, required a Upstart Goblin, but I didn't really have it. One Soul Charge for resurrecting your destroyed monsters. And to make this deck even more a little overpowered than Buster Blader already is, if you face a Dragon Duelist. That's only if you face a Dragon Duelist. Or just use Buster Dragon to make all your opponent's monsters Dragon types. That's also cool. And that's the Claw of Airmouse. Because if you equip it onto like Buster Blader, he already gains 500 for every dragon monster on your opponent's field and graveyard. But also, if you use Red Eyes Black Dragon Sword with this, which that's the only reason why it's in here, is it will give the monster 1,000 attack points and give it 500 for every dragon type monster on the fields and in the graveyards. So that's even more powerful. So that's definitely needed. Now for traps, 3 Destruction Sword Flash. And of course, and 3 Memories of the Destruction Swordsman. Destruction Swordsman Memories. I don't know the name by heart, but I do know it's in here. That's it for the main deck. Now for the side, or for the main, the extra deck, sorry. Obviously, you're going to be using Buster Blader, so 3 Buster Blader, the Destruction Swordsman, the fusion guy. Buster Blader, the Dragon Destroyer Swordsman. Then, just because Dark Magician and Buster Blader, 1 Dark Paladin. Then, of course, 2 Red Eyes Black Dragon Swords. Because why not? That's it for fusions. Now for synchros, obviously you're going to be using 3 Buster Dragons. Don't have them to show you, but they're in here. 1 Tyrant Red Dragon Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss, only because he's easy to summon. You just bring up Buster Dragon and one of the whelps. It's pretty simple. Then 2 Stardust Dragons. That's it for the synchros. Now for the XCs. We're on 1 Ebon Illusion Magician, because Dark Magician. Ebon High Magician, for the same exact reason, because Dark Magician. And, of course, number 39, Utopia Roots, because why not? When any player monster declares an attack, you can detach 1 Xyz material from this card, negate the attack, and if you negate an Xyz monster's attack, this card gains attack equal to that monster's rank times 500. Which there pretty much is, especially if you go up against DDDs. They will use Xyz, but they don't really use dragons, I don't believe. Let me think. Except for Pendragon. And I don't think a lot of people use Pendragons and DDDs. There's also one other Xyz. Well, Dark Magicians, because obviously these 2. Blue Eyes doesn't have Xyz, so not useful to use 39 Roots against Blue Eyes. It can negate, but it'd be fun to do the added thing. Well, anyway, guys, there we go. That's my Buster Blader deck profile. Hope you guys liked it. I will be doing a couple more deck profiles probably tomorrow. So until then, guys, EpicMan14111 signing out.